Welcome back to Car Future Wheels, the channel where we dive into the machines that make driving feel alive. Today, we have something truly special in front of us, a car that represents the purest connection between Porsche's racing heritage and its road-going DNA. This is the 2026 Porsche 992 GT3, the latest evolution of the iconic GT lineage, and a car that continues to define what a track-focused yet road-legal machine should be. We're going to take you through everything from its exterior design, front to side to rear, then the cockpit-like interior, the heart-stopping performance numbers, and finally what it'll cost you to get behind the wheel of this masterpiece. Stick with us until the end, because the GT3 is more than just numbers and specs, it's about the feeling it creates. And that's exactly what we're here to capture. Move to the side and the story continues. The proportions remain classic 911. But the GT3's muscular wheel arches and lowered ride height give it an unmistakable aggression. The side skirts tuck the air around the body, while vents just ahead of the rear wheels manage the turbulent air from those massive Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2R tires, specifically developed for this generation. The forged lightweight wheels are not only beautiful in their simplicity but also save crucial unsprung mass, which means sharper responses on both road and track. If you notice carefully, the mirrors have been reshaped to reduce drag and minimize wind noise, details that may seem minor but add up to serious gains when you're pushing beyond 150 miles per hour. The car's silhouette is dominated by balance. Porsche hasn't sacrificed elegance for aggression. Instead, it has achieved both, a shape instantly recognizable but always evolving. As we walk to the rear, things become even more serious. The back of the GT3 is arguably its most iconic view. The towering swan neck ring remains, but it has been refined. The uprights now feature a more aerodynamic curvature, reducing turbulence while allowing smoother airflow underneath the wing itself. That single detail boosts downforce significantly, keeping the rear pinned in high-speed corners. Beneath it, a wide rear bumper integrates a massive diffuser, with dual center-mounted titanium exhaust tips that scream race car with every blip of the throttle. The taillights stretch seamlessly across the back, giving a modern connected look while maintaining the minimalist Porsche identity. And the wider rear track gives the GT3 an incredibly planted look, like it's ready to attack the road even at a standstill. This rear is not just about power. It's about control, making sure all the aerodynamics and engineering work in harmony when the car is at its absolute limit. Step inside, and the GT3 continues to balance minimalism with function. The interior greets you with Alcantara, carbon fiber, and magnesium touches, every material chosen to reduce weight while still feeling premium. The steering wheel is stripped of unnecessary buttons, focusing only on what the driver truly needs: drive mode selector, shift paddles, and perfect grip. Behind it sits a digital analog hybrid cluster, with the central tachometer proudly analog, revving all the way to a stratospheric 9,000 RPM. That single detail reflects Porsche's philosophy. Yes, the car embraces the future with technology, but it never abandons its analog soul. The bucket seats, available in carbon fiber, hug you tightly, making you feel like part of the machine. Yet, if you want, Porsche also offers a more comfortable touring spec with leather and heating options, proving this GT3 can serve not only as a track day weapon but also as a surprisingly livable road car. The infotainment screen is neatly integrated, featuring Porsche's latest PCM system with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but the layout avoids being distracting. Everything feels driver-centric. The cabin is silent when it needs to be, yet when you press the start button, the raw symphony of the naturally aspirated flat six fills the air, reminding you exactly why you bought this car. Under the hood now, let's talk performance, because that's the soul of the GT3. At its heart beats a 4.0-liter naturally aspirated flat-six engine, producing 525 horsepower and revving all the way to 9,000 RPM. Porsche has refused to abandon natural aspiration for this car, and the result is a throttle response and soundtrack no turbocharged engine can replicate. The engine is hand-built at Porsche's Weissach facility, sharing more DNA with the brand's race cars than its road-going siblings. Mated to either a 6-speed manual for purists or a lightning-fast 7-speed PDK dual-clutch, The GT3 delivers 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.2 seconds, with a top speed north of 199 miles per hour. But straight-line speed is not the story here. What makes the GT3 legendary is how it dances through corners. The double wishbone suspension at the front, borrowed directly from Porsche's racing programs, ensures razor-sharp steering feedback. At the rear, the sophisticated multi-link setup, combined with rear-wheel steering, makes the car feel shorter and more agile than its wheelbase would suggest. On the Na 1/4 Nürburgring, Porsche claims this new GT3 can lap faster than its predecessor by several seconds, despite not chasing absurd horsepower numbers. That is the brilliance of Porsche refinement, not gimmicks. The sound alone deserves its own chapter. The naturally aspirated engine at 9,000 RPM is not just noise, it's music. Each shift, each downshift with rev matching, creates an experience that connects you directly to the machine. Unlike many modern sports cars filtered through synthetic sound, the GT3's voice is pure, raw, and mechanical, a sound that makes the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Of course, all this excellence comes with a price. The 2026 Porsche 992 GT3 starts at around $175,000 in the United States, but options and Porsche's customization program can easily push that closer to $200,000 or more. Carbon ceramic brakes, carbon fiber bucket seats, lightweight glass, or a custom paint to sample color each adds to the price, but also to the exclusivity. Considering its competition, from Ferrari's mid-engine screamers to McLaren's track specials, the GT3 still stands out because it offers genuine race car sensations without requiring million-dollar budgets. It's attainable in the world of high-performance cars, though still reserved for a fortunate few. And that brings us to the outro. The 2026 Porsche 992 GT3 is not just another sports car, it's the continuation of a legacy that has defined driving purity for decades. It's a car built by engineers obsessed with the details, for drivers obsessed with the experience. In a world where electric power and turbocharging are taking over, the GT3 is a defiant celebration of natural aspiration, high-revving passion, and analog connection. If you want a machine that turns every drive into a memory, that makes you feel alive with every corner and every gear change, there's nothing quite like it. That's our deep dive on the 2026 Porsche 992 GT3 here on Car Future Wheels. If you enjoyed this review and want to see more detailed breakdowns of the latest performance cars, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future uploads. Drop a comment below and let us know, would you take the GT3 over its rivals, or do you think another brand has managed to capture driving purity better? Until next time, keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the future. This has been Car Future Wheels.